What is EMS?
Means we're supposed to deal with emergency medical calls.
Earn money sleeping.
It means emergency medical services.
Primarily, our job is to take care of patients, sick patients.
Granted, at times it doesn't feel like we do many emergencies.
Because assholes abuse the crap out of the system.
We do have people that treat us like a taxi.
I look at it like what's going on in their life that they need to call us. No matter what it is. If they call us, they need us.
And we get those people, they're homeless, or transient, or having trouble with the law and difficulties in their lives, and they need a place to stay. 3 hot meals and a cot just till they can get on their feet again. And basically, we're their taxi service. We take them there, kind of like ambulance spa transport.
We have people call us, and when we get there, they have suitcases packed like they're going on vacation. Do you always pack a suitcase when you're gonna kill yourself?
What?
Well, I'm just saying, you always pack a couple of bags when you're gonna kill yourself. Where you're going, you're probably not gonna want much clothing.
What are you, a comedian? Listen, asshole, I'm gonna jump, and we'll see who's laughing then.
Fine, go ahead. I got lunch to eat.
I'm pretty sure in EMT school they taught us how to deal with suicidal people a little bit differently.
Well, obviously they forgot to tell the probies to keep their mouths shut.
You gonna sit there and eat a sandwich when I'm gonna jump?
Yeah, I was in the middle of starting when you called, so don't let me stop you.
Can't we get in trouble? I mean, isn't it our duty to act?
One more word out of you, and I'm kicking you out of this ambulance.
Sometimes it's best to just not say anything.
But what if he actually jumps?
It's a 12-foot drop into 20 foot of water. He might break a leg or two.
Aren't you guys supposed to talk me out of this or help me or something?
I am helping you. I'm letting you do what you want. So hurry up already.
I'm gonna report you for not doing your job.
How are you gonna do that? I thought you were gonna jump.
Depression is a serious thing.
I know it is, so cut the crap and get in the back with sweet cheeks. I haven't got time for this.
Hey.
I've been doing EMS for a little over a year now.
23 years, 162 days, and 3 hours.
Too long.
13 years.
3.5 years.
5 years.
3 years at this point.
There are people in this field that are considered burned out.
There's a lot of us like that.
Burned out means you've been doing this job for too long and you just don't care anymore.
Ugh, yeah, if I find out I was working with someone who was burnt out, I'd bang out of my shift.
I work with a guy like that right now.
Am I burnt out? Yeah, probably, but when you've been doing as long as I have, you get bitter. I've seen it all. I've been disrespected, I've been paid shitty, and for what?
8362, 28 to a vehicle, 900 North Miami Beach Boulevard, parking lot of Kmart, case number 001, complainant will be...
Burned out medics isn't the only problem we deal with in this occupation. We have a high suicide and depression rate. It's huge.
This job can be depressing, especially with some of the things that we see.
It's tough when you do everything in your power to save that person, and you can't, no matter what.
We're taught early on not to show any weakness. But you can't let your coworkers see you vulnerable. I think especially for women.
I think that it's probably more prevalent among the males on the job than directed towards females.
Why is that?
I think that because women are allowed to show emotion more freely than men are, that if we as females get upset over a call or something kind of really impacts us, that it's okay for us to show that we are saddened by it. And I think the men are kind of put on the tough guy, like, I don't want to show that I'm weak. So they don't express the feelings. They're there, I'm sure, but they're not as free to express them as females are.
Yeah, there are times after really bad calls that I would have liked to have been able to talk about it, but I was afraid of being made fun of.
Yeah, it's probably true you're considered a pussy if you need debriefing.
Again, I'll say it. If you can't handle it, you need to get out. If you did your job appropriately, you can be proud of that, even if it didn't go your way. And if you can't handle that little sad truth or reality, maybe it's time to move on.
When you have a coworker that belittles you or makes you feel lousy for something you've done, that's why we keep our mouth shut and keep it inside.
In EMS and in firefighting, we have things in place to get people the help they need, but unfortunately not everyone uses it.
We had this guy named Matt who had a real hard time dealing with a call.
It was a 16-year-old girl that went into traumatic arrest after an MBA.
From what I hear, he did everything imaginable to save that girl, but he couldn't get her back.
PD calls, pediatric calls, are probably the toughest call anyone in this job will face. You know, they can turn any tough EMT into a blubbering baby.
He fell into a deep depression.
Matt was a real good medic, you know. He gave up a good career because he couldn't get past one call. And who knows, maybe if he talked to somebody on the job, he could have pulled through.
No one wants to talk after a bad call. They just want to go home and get drunk like I do. Yeah, I know it's a stupid thing to do.
And you know, instead of being that idiot that goes home and drinks his problems away or slaps his wife around or something, you gotta find something else to do, man. You gotta find a way to handle the pressure. Me? I mean, I go to the gym, I work out. But for everybody else, I don't know, maybe it's going to church or doing something creative. Find a way to handle the pressure, or the pressure finds a way to handle you.
Can we just change the subject, please?
Oh, the worst thing about EMS? The paycheck.
Death. I think the reality of death.
What's the best part of the job?
Free stuff.
I would say the best part is probably helping people.
It's when you make a difference in someone's life.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to find out.
I think it's probably some of the cool stuff that we get to see. Like this one time I had this patient that was so drunk he missed the toilet and landed on a plunger. He ended up with it up his, you know. Hey, what's up, guys? How do you want to handle this?
Is that sticking out of where I think it's sticking out
Oh
of?
my God, I'm having flashbacks. I can't handle this.
Take it out.
Sir, we can't remove this.
I don't know about cool, but you do see some strange things.
Sanville EMS.
You guys come in with the cameraman, can
Okay, no problem. Stay here.
All right, so what seems to be the problem?
I have something somewhere.
Could you be a little more descriptive?
Fine. I have a vibrator in my ass, and I need help with it.
Okay. Can we see it?
Oh yeah, that's definitely a vibrator in your
Yep.
in there.
Please help me.
I'm not sure what you need. I mean, you need us to change the batteries?
No, it's stuck and I can't get it out.
Well, I mean, it is pretty far up there.
I can't reach it.
For once, I'm not the newbie. So guess what, Kim? Glove up and help the man.
Please hurry.
Do we have something to grab it with?
Like tongs? Oh, well, I guess it solves that problem.
Sorry. How embarrassing farting in front of you ladies.
That's what you're embarrassed about?
Yeah, there was this one guy one time, his wife cut off his dick while he was sleeping.
The wife found out he was cheating and took a knife to it.
Yeah. The penis incident was definitely cool.
Oh, I don't want to live without my penis.
They're trying to find it right now.
We can't find it anywhere. Look, you need to tell us where you hid his penis.
I am not telling you where I hid the cheating mother. He doesn't deserve it.
Look, lady, if there's going to be any chance at all to reattach this thing, we gotta find it right now.
I don't give a What? So they can reattach it and you can my sister some more? I don't think so, dumbass.
If you don't give us the back now, the judge won't have any leniency with you.
Cough up the penis, weirdo.
Keep talking, mother, and I'll cut that little dick out of your mother tight little pants.
Tight pants improve circulation. That's why gymnasts and dancers wear them.
Will somebody please get this stuck in the 80s tight pant wearing Duran Duran wannabe out of my face? Look, lady, just tell us where the is.
I've had all I can take. You're under arrest.
Oh, you, you He's not getting his back.
You didn't frisk her?
It's a thankless job. No one ever thanks the medic after they saved your snot-nosed kid from an OD.
If you're in this job to get a thank you or a pat in the back, I got news for you. You're in the wrong field. You know, it's not about that. It's about helping people no matter what. Yeah, this job can be dangerous. You know, you got to think. We deal with unstable people on a daily basis. You know, you got to expect the unexpected. And when you don't, unfortunately, that's when you're going to get hurt.
You're taught early on tricks to protect yourself.
Yeah, we deal with some pretty unstable people, but an O2 tank to the head seems to smarten them up.
Can you feel now?
A little.
Take your hand off or lose it.
Hey, I can help you with your problem here.
You take your hand off her boob, or
what? I told you I can help you with her. Oh!
Our uniforms can be mistaken for police, and there are a lot of people that don't like cops.
One of the first lessons I learned is you always knock on the door from the side. You never know who's behind that door and if they have a gun or not.
I don't think they teach you enough at EMT school, but hopefully you'll get a seasoned medic who can teach you a few tricks.
The newbies will find out soon enough what they need to do. It's sink or swim out there.
Well, as an EMT, I suppose, there's a lot of stuff in the back of the ambulance could be used to hurt somebody. You don't like to think about it, but it happens.
Unfortunately, I had an incident on my watch that turned violent.
We had a couple medics shot on the job. It was 3 a.m. and after a long shift, you're not always thinking straight.
I was on this call with my partner Jenkins. He was a great guy and my best friend. It was a welfare check on a patient called Crazy Tim. He was harmless. We knew him well. It was late. We were both tired. We got there and Jenkins is walking on my right, my left. I get to the front door and I knock. And out of nowhere, I get shot through the door in my chest. Go flying and get knocked out.
While hiding, the film crew catches us all on video. Through the door, Tim shoots Ed. He goes down, then Tim comes out and shoots Jenkins at close range. Killed him instantly.
I still live with the guilt today that I'm alive and he's dead. I didn't even know anything about it until I was on my way transported to the hospital. I remember the chief approaching me with tears in his eyes, telling me Jenkins didn't make it.
wants to do that on their watch.
Yeah. That call made me realize we're all family. It hurts like hell when you lose one of your own.
We sent Jenkins off with a hero's funeral.
Sandville County calling Medic 56. Sandville County calling Medic 56. Sandville County calling Paramedic John Jenkins.
Sandville County announcing the last call for Paramedic John Jenkins of the Sandville County Fire Department. Roll call has been read and Paramedic John Jenkins has failed to answer. He will be marked as out of service. Paramedic John Jenkins served the citizens of Sandville County for 13 years and passed away in the line of duty on June 21st, 2014. His presence will be missed. Rest in peace, Paramedic John Jenkins. We will take it from here.
KNA T699, Sandville County Fire Rescue Dispatch. Clear at 10:35 hours.
I think sometimes the EMS is just so stressful we have to blow off steam, and sometimes it's not in the most appropriate of ways.
There are some people that do things without thinking. I get that we need to have some humor or we'd be really depressing people. However, you need to know when it's appropriate. Who knows who's watching?
It's a job. Everyone jokes around at their jobs. How are we any different? For God's sake, we just need to lighten up and learn that we're not Paragods.
No matter what you do, you gotta have some laughs.
Yes, letting loose on the job I think is an important part of EMS, because if you can't do that, I think that is what's going to lead to probably depression issues and alcoholism and all sorts of other things. So being able to have a sense of humor and let loose a little bit we do. Do you want an example?
We do these types of calls so often that we could just do them in our sleep. We can carry on full conversations with other EMTs just while performing our duties.
He doesn't have a pulse. Let's start CPR.
Damn it.
Do you guys need me to do something?
Yes. Could you do chest compressions while I go get the ambulance?
Yep. Ed, cut his shirt off. How many reps of staring at my tits before you get a move on? Let's be professional, boys.
When you first start out, you do take it too serious, but you learn very quickly you need to relax.
Oh, yeah, you can joke and do your job at the same time. And if someone tries to tell you that they don't, they're full of crap.
Seeing inappropriate things, have I? Yes.
Yeah, it's never okay to act in an unprofessional manner. You know, when you put on this uniform, you're held to a higher standard. You mean something. People look at that and they expect a certain level of professionalism. I mean, I'm not going to name names, but I saw somebody playing with a severed hand once. And if you want to act a fool like that, go and do it at home.
Hey, I found it. I'm on TV.
What's up, Sally?
Sam? Chad?
You know, I'd ask if you needed a hand, but I see you already
Stop.
have...
Can you at least try to be a little professional while we're at work?
A black cloud. A black cloud is that one person or multiple people, I suppose, that just seem to find they're like a shit magnet. Can I say that? Trouble just follows them, whether it be bad calls, unruly psych patients, and they just seem to attract that type of drama in the field.
It makes your shift hell. Brand new EMTs are usually shit magnets.
Yeah, I seem to get the worst of those calls.
No shock advised.
This is why I hate working with newbies.
Bitch!
I'm sorry.
Check for pulse.
What's the worst thing we ever saw? Jesus! You don't ask medics that question. What the hell's wrong with you?
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Do we ever bring our work home with us?
Oh, hell no.
Sometimes you just have a bad day or see something horrible and you just can't shut it off. I can't speak for everyone, but yeah, absolutely. At times it does affect my home life.
No, never. Not even once. You leave that shit at work.
Anyone who tells you they don't is full of crap. Look at me. Probably considered an alcoholic and I'm in the middle of a divorce. Yeah, sometimes I took it home with me and I took it out on my wife. I was a real asshole.
I did after my partner died, and I didn't like who I became.
Myself experienced depression, sadness, maybe not so much depression, but I have had partners that have definitely experienced depression from their experiences on the job.
I've seen the effects that the job does to coworkers' lives. It sucks. It eats at you.
I have to admit, every time I drive by that tree, I can't help from thinking of her.
Dude, seriously? You're bringing me down. You gotta try and think about something else.
So
Like, did you know the chief's daughter doesn't wear underwear? Got a great view this morning.
So you tell me no calls bother you?
Alright, so there's one or two calls that stick with every medic. You're gonna be driving by, you know, certain areas, certain house, and those memories are just gonna come flooding back. Like for me, I can never forget a patient with a nice rack. There's one girl a couple of weeks ago, I swear to God, dude, triple D's. Oh, and then there was this older lady. You should have seen the pair of flappies on her. Even though they were tucked into her pants, I was thoroughly aroused.
Can you ever just be serious?
Alright. So for me, it was a couple Thanksgivings ago. There was this mother that was making dinner for her whole family, and just out of nowhere, she just died suddenly of a massive heart attack. I mean, I still think about her every year around the holidays. But you can't let that stuff bring you down. You just gotta forget about it.
I know, I've had patients die on me before, but for some reason this is just sticking with me.
Yeah, some are stronger than others, you know, they can separate the two and not bring it home with them. You know, they keep it inside and function normally.
I know we talked about Matt earlier, but he was one that let it eat at him and he shut everyone out.
After that young girl lost her life in the car accident, Matt just wasn't the same, you know. We did everything to try to help him.
So, Matt, how you feeling?
I'm okay. Is something the matter?
No, nothing's the matter. I just may have heard from some people you might need to talk to someone about that accident.
No, I'm okay with everything, unless you feel I did something wrong.
No, you did a great job. You know, the call went well. Even your dumbass partner did a good job.
Oh, thanks, Chief.
But, you know, I just want you to know that if you need to get something off your chest, you need to talk to somebody, or if you don't want to talk to me, I can get someone else in here for you to talk to.
Doing okay.
Oh, Jesus, thank God. All right, buddy. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.
We could recognize the signs that he was struggling with what had happened. He would always deny it, just saying that he was fine.
He wasn't fine. I could see him getting worse every single day.
He ended up quitting. He went into a deep depression.
A couple of times he talked about that call and how it really bothered him. I really thought he was going to get over it.
Did I look at him like he was weak? Yeah. I was one of those assholes.
Yeah, I'm not going to say he was weak. He's a good man. That's how I'm going to remember him.
I remember we had an argument about shutting people out. And he tried calling me and I didn't answer. And then I got a call for a man unconscious in a vehicle.
bleeding all over. I'm not sure if he's alive. They wanted me to touch him, but I couldn't.
Where is he?
I'm sorry, he's just over here.
This one?
Mm-hmm. Is that Matt? Holy...
Oh my God! No! Matt! No! Oh, he's got a pulse! Call for a burr! Matt, no! Matt! What did you do?
Ambulance 1, we need a bird in the air now. We're at the Stumble-In. We have a man with a bullet wound to the head. Please hurry. We need you right now. The Stumble-In. Hurry. Hurry up! A helicopter's on the way. They're coming. Is he okay? Okay, look, we got more. It's okay. Okay, here we go. He still has a pulse, right? It's weak. I think it's there. Okay. Where are they? It's on the way. Just calm down.
Listen, please, please, please.
It's okay.
Matt decided to end his suffering, and I never thought it would come to this.
Matt was flown to Boston and died a few hours later. They couldn't save him.
Why would he do that? He was surrounded by people that cared. I tried to talk to him, and I tried and I tried. That is the call that is going to haunt me for the rest of my life.
It kills me as chief and head of EMS that I failed one of my own. I need a minute. Give me a goddamn minute!
I will never, ever again make anyone feel weak because they're having a hard time dealing.
Rest in peace, Matt.
I heard there was a high suicide and depression rate in this field, but I honestly didn't think it would happen to us. I can tell you that since that incident that we've made some new changes in our policy to make sure that our EMTs and firefighters get the help they desperately need. Suicide and depression is no laughing matter.
If you or someone you know is having a hard time with depression or thoughts of suicide,
There are always people that you can talk to.
No matter what your problems are.
We want to find a reason to help you keep living.
By calling 1-800-273-TALK.
You will be connected with a skilled, trained counselor.
Please talk to someone.
Call 1-800-273-TALK.